warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Here comes Nasir Adderley from his end zone. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Rolling to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. This defense for the Vikings, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Vikings, nothing. Pat O'Donnell is set to...
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And they'll run. This is Trey Sermon. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now it's Jackson. He'll leave that underneath to Sermon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he's got this down to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 35-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. This to the outside. It's Sermon. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. From the 27, Jackson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. 7 yards there and a first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. De'Ami Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them, but I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A carry here for Hunt. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
The Vikings take over first and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Well, Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line, and these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot, and they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Jackson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Sermon, they'll try the left side with it. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. First down and more for Jackson. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They go play action now. Jackson. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Lions will take over here just shy of the 30. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Uses this touchdown. Tyler Higbee, 71 yards, and the Lions have taken the lead. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
14, Vikings 7.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. On the counter, Sermon. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. So they go pass, now they go run, and two plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play call is working very well for them right now.
40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They set up the screen for Sermon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a 1st down by reaching the 5. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson flushed, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Jackson gonna run. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Second and inches. Herbert. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Detroit.
Herbert off of play action. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
First down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Hunt. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kareem Hunt with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14.
Vikings 14. Pat O'Donnell set to kick off.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
First down and more for Jackson. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Hey, watch it.
Here's Jackson to throw. He'll dump this off to Sermon, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
I got you, pop.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They give to Sermon out of the gun. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Koo now for the point after. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now it's Herbert. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
To the air again, Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the gun, Sermon. And he stopped immediately there. 2nd and 10.
He was brought down by Fabian Moreau.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And this is caught. It's Brown. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Able to find a lot of empty space there. Picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. He'll find Sermon out of the backfield. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Flush to his right. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Jackson now. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. To throw again is Jackson, escaping the pressure right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. As time expires in the first half, and the Vikings have taken the lead on the final play of the first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the 2nd half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Now a run with Sermon. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson dancing to his left. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run. Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. 2nd half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. Sermon now on 1st and 10. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Here's Fuller with a catch. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That'll be complete to Sermon. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one and another first down. That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. Brad Smith. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 75 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And the Lions first down.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Pushing through the contact. There he goes again. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. He was trying to dance in around the sideline, but fell just a couple of yards short. Still, he's got him in great position.
He certainly does. They did a nice job keeping him from getting into the end zone, but they're definitely back on their...
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kareem Hunt taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Vikings 35, Lions 28. Pat O'Donnell set to kick off.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one. Now it's Jackson. Step pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson forced out to his left. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. He got him a big chunk of that yardage back, but even with that effort, it'll still be 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. With it is Brown. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Herbert. This one to the left to Higbee. The solid stiff arm. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped-up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
They'll run on 1st down. Hunt. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Christian Wilkins on the stop. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 15-yard line. That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Vikings 35, Lions 28.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it up to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And quick throw here. That's complete. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kareem Hunt punching it in from a yard away. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth.
Pat O'Donnell set to kick off.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They go play action with Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On the handoff, Sermon. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down, another shot for Sermon.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now throwing on third down there, but he can't. Not connect.
Incomplete. It's now fourth down.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Lions on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Herbert. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st down, it's Hunt, and he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 132 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll run again with Hunt. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Kareem Hunt stops short of the sticks, and this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 2nd down, it's Sermon. Shifts by him, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10
To throw is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. It's complete to Fuller. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get him.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And Jackson going to have the 1st down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Let's go. Let's do this.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Throwing, Jackson. Being chased out left. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Now Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but Probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Working with a 2nd and 3. Running left is Sermon. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to